Tao Te Ching, 76. Men are born soft and supple. Dead, they are stiff and hard. Plants are born tender and pliant. Dead, they are brittle and dry. Thus, whoever is stiff and inflexible is a disciple of death. Whoever is soft and yielding is a disciple of life. The hard and stiff will be broken. The soft and supple will prevail. Tao Te Ching, 76. Encouragement along the way. Welcome. This is a video series on the Tao Te Ching and the wisdom that is held within its pages. The manual for the mastery of the art of living. It can be yours. You can achieve Wei Wu Wei. You can achieve action, non-action, doing, not doing, being, non-being, Wei Wu Wei. And guys, this is such a major Tao Te Ching. This is really, really top 10 for me. One of my favorite Tao Te Chings. Seriously, y'all. There's so much wisdom in it. Let's dive into it, see if we can apply it to our lives for this age. Tao Te Ching 76. Men are born soft and supple. Dead, they are stiff and hard. Plants are born tender and pliant. Dead, they are brittle and dry. Thus, whoever is stiff and inflexible is a disciple of death. Whoever is soft and yielding is a disciple of life. Wow. Is this describing you? See, this is a probing Tao Te Ching. This is a self-inward probing Tao. Are you like this? Which one are you? Are you one or the other? Are you soft and supple, or are you stiff and hard? Are you tender and pliant, or are you brittle and dry? Self-introspection, like how is it within the state of your heart? Are you stiff and inflexible? Do you have bitterness in your heart, or are you soft and yielding? And has your heart been transformed and renewed, and forgiveness describes your heart? No longer does bitterness describe your heart, but forgiveness. See, there's spiritual techniques to the Tao Te Ching. I discussed it some. It's Wei Wu Wei, which is doing, not doing, being, not being, action, non-action, which is the purest form of action. It's the game plays the game, the poem writes the poem, not being able to tell the dancer from the dance. It's when nothing is done, nothing is left undone. It's the gas being transformed into pure flame. So that's one spiritual technique of the Tao. Another spiritual technique of the Tao is also remain at your center, hold on to your center, which is the center of grace within your heart. But one of the spiritual techniques in Christianity and in following Jesus is the principle of forgiveness. And, like if you truly want to be born again, if you truly want to be saved, you've got to forgive everyone of everything that's in every way that anyone has ever failed you. See, and the way we know that this has to be done as a Christian is that Jesus tells us. He lets us know in the Lord's Prayer. I'll pray it right here. It says, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not unto temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. So in that prayer, which was his disciples, they said, Jesus, can you teach us how to pray? And then Jesus said, okay, here's this prayer. It was that prayer. And within that prayer that Jesus gave us, he talks about forgiveness. It says, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us, which basically means, Lord, forgive us for failing you, Lord. Because Lord knows that we have failed you, God. All of us fall short, have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. We have all failed the Lord, and he has forgiven us, and his mercies are new every morning. And so, if we understand his forgiveness for us, who are we to not forgive someone else? And you're not going to be able to experience being soft and supple, tender and pliant, soft and yielding, if you have unforgiveness in your heart. It has to be gone. You have to obliterate the unforgiveness in your heart. You've got to forgive everyone who's ever failed you in life. Because people fail us in life. They do things and they fail us. Sometimes majorly, sometimes little every day, but people fail us, relationships. And so if we see that and we've seen that, we can understand that we have failed God many, many times as well. And he's forgiven us, so who are we to not forgive others who have failed us? And once you've forgiven everyone of everything, of every way they've ever failed you, any wrong they've ever done to you, then you're free, then you're born again, seriously. And you can be soft and supple, and tender and pliant, and soft and yielding. But let's read this again. Starting from the beginning. Men are born soft and supple, dead they are stiff and hard. Plants are born tender and pliant, dead they are brittle and dry. Thus whoever is stiff and inflexible is a disciple of death. Whoever is soft and yielding is a disciple of life. The Lord opposeth the proud, but give grace to the humble. Pride cometh before the fall. What was Satan? What was Lucifer's biggest sin? It was pride. He thought he could do God's job. He thought he was better than God. He was glorious in his splendor as an angel, but he thought that he was, I guess he was God's number 2, but he thought he could be number 1. Pride came in, and that's when he fell. Pride describes stiffness and hardness, and deadness, and brittleness, and dryness. But humbleness describes soft and suppleness, and tenderness and pliantness, and softness and yielding. And then it ends, it says, the hard and stiff will be broken, the soft and supple will prevail. So I ask you again, which one describes you? Perhaps it's stark, the difference. Can you identify which one you are more of? What is the state of your heart? Do you have unforgiveness in your heart for anyone who's ever failed you in any way, any wrong in any way? You must forgive everyone of everything, of every failure they've ever failed you. Has to be done. And then you become free. Forgiveness sets you free. Those are facts. Whatever, I'm just going to read this again because this is, again, one of my favorite ones ever. And I'll read it in its fullness and then we'll end. Men are born soft and supple. Dead, they are stiff and hard. Plants are born tender and pliant. Dead, they are brittle and dry. Thus, whoever is stiff and inflexible is a disciple of death. Whoever is soft and yielding is a disciple of life. The hard and stiff will be broken. The soft and supple will prevail. Whew. Amen to that. Thank you, Lao Tzu, for those wise words. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then.